Thank you. You came. Thank you. Let's get going as soon as possible.
All right, let's go.
Lieutenant?
Soldier, listen up. This merchant's got intel about the mob's trafficking, so he's under the protection of Abundance. Take care of him, and make sure he gets his documents to the head investigator.
Yes, sir!
Thank you, officer. Thank you. Thank you. I thought I was gonna die. Thank you.
Hey! Hell you doing here, huh? What do you want?
Nothing from you. I'm here for...
The gal? Great. Sorry she's ours. Maybe you can come back later after we're done with her. You can get the hell out now and never come back! Or do you need me to help you out permanently?
Please! Please, sir!
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch! Fuck, your lucky damaged goods are worth less, or I'd drop a hammer on your teeth!
Yeah, I think we've got a little misunderstanding. I need to talk to the girl, and you don't really have a choice here.
Is that so?
you how much I owe you. What they would have done to me if you hadn't shown up. But I need to get out of town now, for good.
Listen, do what you want. I don't think running's your best option. Never stop once you start. And your mother's waiting for you. You're her world, you know that?
Oh yeah, right. Sweet, loving mom. You know what she makes me do? What did she offer you to bring me back? A membership card?
She's your mother. I'm sure she loves you. But to be honest, that's between you and her. Not me. But my advice? Go see her. Talk to her.
Fine. Whatever. I'll go see her. Sure, it'll do a lot of good.
So I've got some good news and bad news for you, ma'am. I found your daughter with the mob. Seems she owed some serum.
That girl, she's gonna be the death of me. Getting involved with that Anton, that bastard. He ain't gonna let her go until he sucks us dry of serum. But thank you. You done what you could. Done good. And you done a mother's heart even better. I ain't got much for your troubles. Nothing but myself. But I'm sure a young man like you ain't have no interest in a tattered bag of bones like mine. So I hope my thanks is enough.
Hello, Scott. My captain told me that she wanted to see you.
Is it related to you? Are you sick?
No. Not that I know of. She didn't tell me why.
Oh, well, should I take my pouch then? It's an important question. I should still take it, though, but it's a little heavy. All right, I'm leaving without it.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
I think I have a problem with going through your friend's things. I hope whatever you're looking for, it's worth it.
I'm trying to find information about the past. It's personal, okay?
Forget it. You couldn't understand. The officers, they aren't like us. They're above all that.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I found some of your father's letters.
I knew it. Tell me.
Most of the correspondence was friendly. They were very close. However, there was some tension between them over time. Some letters gloss over an expedition that they had done together, but what surprised me the most is when your father talks about a boy who was actually Scott's son. The last letter I found is a bit bizarre. I didn't really understand what he meant.
What did he mean? Do you remember?
Your dad begged Scott to stop the madness, warning that his wife's divorce was only the beginning of what he would lose if he couldn't face the truth. That it was too late for his son. He seemed to think Scott was on the verge of self-destruction.
It's true that it's rather mysterious. Scott, a son. Did you know?
No, he never told me about him. He obviously lost him. No doubt it's still a touchy subject.
We have to find out what this is all about. You have to ask his wife. Did my father really mean to interfere in his family drama? Maybe that's why he disappeared? Please, Zachariah!
I'm sorry to... You Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife. What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends, Mark, and your son.
Get out. Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
Listen, you help me, I can help you. Just looking for some give and take. I'll start. Take this.
You want to trudge up my pain again? For a little serum? What's worse is, I'm gonna let you. I'm desperate, and you're taking advantage.
The son Scott and I had was everything to me. The only thing I had while Scott worked and worked. Just doling out all his love into his research. Not for some greater good, but for his own ego. All he cared about was being seen as a hero in abundance. And all the while, his son was mutating. When Scott finally realized it, it was too much for him. He snapped. Wanted us to hide our kid. Then threw himself even deeper into his damned work. When he found out what was happening, he tried to make my stupid genius of a husband leave his research. Scott knew better, though, of course. And our son got arrested and taken away with the other mutants. Scott just kept going. So convinced he could find a cure. So convinced he even finally managed to get Mark to buy into it all. And the two went away for a long time. I don't know where. I just knew I was done. Later, I heard Mark disappeared too. He was probably looking for a cure to satisfy Scott's inability to just let it go. But I don't know. And Aunt, please. Please.
Hell, I can feel for what the old man's been through. I've known some folks myself who went through the same thing. A terrible thing. Breaks couples up, you know. The stress of never being able to have kids again.
Why never again?
Because they sterilize families who've had a mutant to make sure they don't have no more.
It's sad, but it's the only way to protect our own kind. At least now I understand why the professor's so, you know, weird.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I talked to Scott's ex-wife.
So, what did she say?
It's an awful story. Her son. Anyway, their son was struck by mutation. They took him away from them, of course, but it made Scott go crazy, and he was convinced that he could find a remedy. He asked for your father's help, so they left together, and were gone for a long time. Their exploration apparently didn't lead to anything concrete for the boy, and Scott descended into madness. And then one day, Mark left. His ex thinks that it was to bring back something useful for his research, and he never came back.
Shit. So my father's disappearance is related to that poor kid? It's really awful what they must have gone through. That explains a lot about why he's so crazy. Thank you, Zach. That doesn't answer all my questions, far from it. But I have a better grasp of what happened. My father disappeared by helping his best friend, who was going through a rough patch and wanted... I'm gonna think about all this.
You're not like other girls, are you?
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Or...
Because you've got a hell of a temper.
And what? You'd rather have a nice little girl who knows her place? Does what you tell...
I'm pretty sure I didn't...
I didn't say you did. Otherwise, you'd have your ass handed to you. I don't let myself get pushed around.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I've returned, Great Master, with the relic from the Aurora evacuation. It's a tablet filled with text, and I don't have a clue how to decipher it.
A glorious day. You have no idea what this means, Zachariah. The language is indeed difficult, and most no longer have the knowledge or ability to understand it. Most. But not me. Sean was certainly right in his appraisal of you. Your worth has already proven to be a word of warning, Zachariah. Words spreading about your missions. Things you've been able to accomplish. Filled with troubling details that imply you have a mole in your midst. If there is an ASC spy amongst your ranks, he will not only know our secret, but eventually share it back to his master. We will, in no uncertain terms, be lost. All will be lost. So take care. And take care of it. Sooner rather than later.
Thank you for the warning. I assure you, I will...
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Captain, all Aurora tunnels were destroyed. If they're gonna get back into the city, they'll have to come up with another way.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Lieutenant. Find Ryan and get your pay. It was well earned. Colonel Ian Manser came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't yours anymore. You're part of my unit now. We clear?
Of course. I'll go see him on my own time, not yours, Captain. Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Captain Eliza told me to come find you for my pay.
Indeed, I've been expecting you. Here you go.
Colonel Ian Manser came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit,
Of course.